welcome back to the spot. Keep it hot. I am your girl, Rachel Ruby, and we gonna get straight to it today. We gotta break down the 4 P's today. What are the 4 P's? Potential, preparation, process, and the promise. In such a microwave generation, I'm telling you, you gotta trust the process. So let's dive straight in. Even Jesus submitted to the process. The story of the birth of Jesus is found in Luke and in Matthew. Let's look at Luke chapter 2, verses 6 through 7.
So it was that while they were there, the days were completed for her to be delivered. And she brought forth her firstborn son and wrapped him in swaddling clothes and laid him in the manger, because there was no room for them in the inn.
So he came into this earth not appearing as destiny, but rather looking like process. And it's almost hysterical because people will look over you while you're in that process. But baby, if you saw the destiny that God had over some people's life, I promise you, you be saying, what do I gotta do to be on your team? Preparation and process should always go hand in hand. Go back to Luke 2 to see kind of Jesus in the process, but in preparation. Basically what happens in Luke 2 is Jesus' parents, they all went to this festival every year, right? This particular year, Jesus was 12 years old. Everybody went to the festival, everybody left. On their way back home, Jesus' parents found out, yo, we missing a son, we missing Jesus, right? After 3 days, they found him in the temple courts, sitting amongst the teachers, listening to them and asking questions. How are we exempt? You feel me? Like, even Jesus submitted to the process, so how are we any different? Like, we better than Jesus? Jesus teaches us that it's very critical where you are while you're in process. Who are you listening to while you're preparing? Let me give you a clue. God's word is the perfect reference while in preparation. God's word is the perfect reference, period. I think I'll stay right there. Maybe we struggle with issues for far too long because we're listening to the wrong reference. And while we're just discussing process, I just want to say it's very critical who you connect with on your journey to the promise. The wrong connections will have your process to the promise stuck in potential. But what's potential without practice?
But we talking about practice, man. What are we talking about? Practice? We're talking about practice, man. We're talking about practice.
Don't get me wrong, potential was cool, but at some point, your potential has to show fruit that you're in the process to the promise. Man, I wish I could stay right here because people waste so much time with people that should have never made it past hello. I just got done saying that what's potential without practice, right? That's exactly what I want to talk about. You have a part to play. It's a beautiful thing that you have faith in the promise that God put over your life, but at the same time, faith without works is dead. In other words, does your works align with your faith? How are you preparing for what you are expecting? I got a friend right now that's about a month away from giving birth. In her 2nd trimester, she already had the crib, she had the clothes for her son. I'm talking dudes not even here right now, but she prepared for what she was expecting. I think I put this on Instagram a while ago. Do something today that your 2020 you will give you a standing ovation for.
Oh, Hercules, Hercules, Hercules.
Trust the process. Sometimes process is the best teacher. If you keep trying to take the elevator to the promise, you'll miss the stamina that your muscles build while taking the stairs. I write a lot, and I just wanted to give you guys kind of an inside, just a tiny snippet of something I wrote back in August. I called it my prayer of process. One of the lines says, I would rather go through the thorns in preparation than to have a rose without process. What do I mean by that statement? The process will sustain you for the promise. I just came to tell you to keep pushing. Don't stop walking the stairs to destiny because your legs got tired.
He who begun a good work in you shall complete it unto the day of Jesus Christ.